More Duren news. Okay. I seen this, just looking for something to talk about. I seen this on the I just seen this, in passing. So the New York Times, they wrote an article. It's called Jaylen Duren's contract with Pistons a big swing and what I'm hearing. So the writer is Hunter Patterson. Shout out to him. It look like he a brother. Shout out to the brother Hunter Patterson, right? So the latest on the Duren negotiations since the Athletics reported on June 4th that Duren was underwhelmed with the Pistons' initial offer. Not much has progress, been made. The biggest difference now is that Duren's market is shrinking and further limiting his leverage in negotiations with Detroit. He met with both the Los Angeles Lakers and the Sacramento Kings before the Lakers signed the center Walker Kessler, though neither exit strategy materialized. The Pistons would prefer to keep Duren rather than cooperate in the sign and trade. The Kings, for example, were known to be offering the big man the minus a bonus. The Pistons have been reportedly say they don't want that bonus, but a league source granted anonymity to discuss the negotiations still in progress told the Athletics that signing Duren is Detroit's number one offseason priority, and the team is confident it'll come to an agreement with Duren. Both sides want to get a deal done that makes sense for everyone involved of sorts. So they're still willing to get a deal done. Duren also, and they threw this out here, Chris Haynes earlier, I'm not going to harp on it, but I got the number. Duren also has an option to accept the Pistons qualifying offer of, drumroll, $9.6 million to become an unrestricted free agent next summer. It'll be a risky option. Contavious Caldwell-Pope has done it. I said somebody else did it too. I can't remember who it was, but Caldwell-Pope did it. He's done pretty well in his career. It'll be a risky option considering Duren can sign a longer and more lucrative deal that would offer him insurance if he were to suffer injury like DeMarcus Cousins at any point of his season. All signs of now point towards a stalemate ending with Duren's return. So maybe, people saying this media propaganda about him wanting out, that could be his agent putting it out there. But they say both teams want to make a deal that makes sense. What makes sense is you take what the fuck they give you. I hate to say that. You ain't got no leverage. You want to file a qualifying offer, I'll let them get the qualifying offer. I'll let them get the qualifying offer respectfully. You know what I'm saying? But it was something that they said that really is probably gonna piss off Detroit Piston fans. They are saying that he's their number one priority this offseason. Their number one priority to me and to all of y'all was to go get Kay Cunningham some fucking help, to get him a Robin or a Batman to his Batman. And they didn't do that. And they showed all offseason that was their number one priority, was Jaylen Duren. And people is going to hate Duren even more. It's to me at this point, and I've been in this corner this offseason, I was a lot bit skeptical in the playoffs, but I had to calm down. It's just to the point where this is not a good situation for him. The Detroit fan base is ravaged. This is a dumpster fire for him, because even if they come to an agreement, don't nobody want him back. The majority of the fans don't want him back. I'm telling you, the majority of the fans don't want him back. I'm not saying I'm on him. I like to see him back. They don't want him back. And then if he don't perform bro, this is a nasty situation, dog. If he don't perform or and he gets, man, it's a nasty situation. But that's my biggest issue. They number one priority was bringing him back. Your number one priority was getting this man K some help, bro. That was your number one, and y'all did not. So meanwhile, they probably wasn't. And Austin Reeves, it came out, he took $5 million less to stay with the Lakers. And with all due respect, bro, you could have kept Stewart, signed and trade Duren, and you could have had a better roster. To be honest with you, you could have got Vujovic. You could have convinced Valanciunas to stay. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't know, man. I don't understand. Oh, this is our number one priority, and you didn't fix what they needed. You didn't fix what they didn't fix. Your, even if you bring Duren back, bro, the only hope they really got is a Buka Corey or one of these guys develop a jump shot. Bro, it's the same shit from last. We're going to run into the same problem, bro. I understand the fans' frustration. I understand the fans' frustration with with the whole Duren thing. They probably should have liquidated Duren. You know, Sacramento, like, we give you Sabonis. Nah, nigga, I want more than Sabonis. We doing you a favor. We got a player that you want. I need a draft pick. I need Monk in there. I need a draft pick and Monk in there. And then we can talk. You know what I'm saying? Whether you went down into Houston and tried to make something happen for KD and Sengun. At this point, when you look at it, Duren is not a great defensive player. He's not a great offensive player. He's a great athlete with that potential. But that's where a lot of people make the direct correlation to Andre Drummond. Like, it's the same shit. Great athlete, elite body. I think Duren might be a little bit more chiseled, but they both strong, can both jump, both run, both dribble. But people in Detroit see they not tough. They not hard. They don't embody Bill Laimbeer, Ben Wallace, not even Theo Radcliffe. They don't have the toughness, and people in Detroit don't believe he can develop the skill set. And I'm not saying that I agree with all of that, but the Pistons is better off liquidate. They was better off keeping Stewart, liquidating Duren, going out there getting you a guy like Lavely, Gafford, going out there Sengun. They tired of that motherfucking. I would call Houston. I wouldn't even be negotiating with this motherfucker, to be honest with you. I really, at this point, if we that far apart, I wouldn't even be negotiating with him. I wouldn't even be negotiating. It ain't nothing to talk about. I would have been like, I'd have called Houston. I'd have called Dallas. Look here, Dallas, we want Kyrie. We gonna need one in Gafford or Lively with him. We'll make it worth your while. I'll be on the phone with Houston. Hey, I really don't want KD like that, but fuck it. We need a scorer. I take Sengun and Duren. Is the defense that different between Sengun and Duren? The analytic nerds let me know. I would have kept Stewart. I don't give a fuck what they say. I would have went out there, got Lively, Gafford, or Sengun, or I'd have took my chances on Sabonis because I would have kept Stewart and I would have got Malik Monk in a draft pick out of Sacramento. That's what I would have did. One of them three moves, that's what I would have did, to be honest. You need somebody that can score. They're literally going into the same. They're going into the season. Everybody saying the same shit. They're going into this season with the same fucking main problem. They going with the same motherfucking problem, bro. They didn't even try. I don't even believe they really tried to get Reeves. They tried to get Hero. I'm gonna talk about him too. I don't even think they tried, bro. But that's just my opinion on it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link in the description. Follow me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, Instagram. Everything is in the description. And say find me everywhere. Hit that link. Peace.
It would be that the Pistons promised him something and then offered way less. Right? Was at some point, did they say, yeah, you're gonna get 55, 60 million? And then their offer came in closer to 30? Did somebody in the organization tell them that? That would be a reason, I guess, to be disgruntled. I would think. If he is disgruntled, is it possible that, and again, just in general, this can happen, that an agent promised a player something far more and created an expectation that was never met? Which, again, wouldn't be the Pistons' fault. But, you know, if the Pistons promised him something and they came in way under that, that would be their fault. If an agent set an expectation that wasn't realistic or met, that's a whole nother thing too, right? I mean, so look, this is a kind of situation that I can see the player's disappointment, but from the outside looking in, I think the market told you the Pistons have the best offer.